Om Sadashiva-Samarambham Shankaracharya Asmadaacharya-Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Yadananda-leshehi samanandi-vishwam Yada bhati sattve tada bhati sarvam Yada lokena rupamanyat samastam Parabrahma nityam tadevahamasmi. Yad ananda leshehi, thoda sa ananda. So that he says samanandi vishwa, sam anandi vishwam. The whole world rejoices. Whole world gains ananda. Mera thoda anand se. From a little bit of my ananda, the whole world gets ananda. Harks back to what I said earlier. Remember? Any joy you experience anywhere is nothing but the manifestation of the ananda that you are. Same thing. Ananda that you are manifests in your mind through different situations. Do you need the situations to be ananda? No. But because we don't know I am ananda, I need a situation to manifest it. Without a situation, it doesn't manifest. And I attribute joy to the situation. Yeah, I attribute it to that. Then I want to repeat it. अरे 2 दिन के बाद पूरी साग खाया. पूरी साग तो ऋषिकेश के याद आता है. 2 पूरी खाया, साग खाया, मजा आया. Really, आनंद आया. Then I want to repeat it. 3rd पूरी में ना मजा नहीं आया. Law of diminishing returns. The idea is that every ananda that you experience anywhere, whether it's experiential ananda, sensuous ananda, yoga ananda, music ananda, academic ananda, knowledge in history ananda. The very few people think academics is ananda, but whatever. The joy of discovery and studying, the ananda that you get out of an adventure, out of a trek, out of the mischief that you get into, all ananda. Everything is a manifestation of the ananda that you are. And how much is that ananda? In Taittiriya Upanishad, there is a calculus of ananda. To give an idea, what is the heart of a wise person? Here is a person, sadhu, yuva, young, good person. Good by goodness, because then there is no conflict. How is that in value structure? The conflict. Asishtaha, dridishtaha, balishtaha. Asishtaha, well educated. Otherwise you can't appreciate the finer things in life. Unless there is some refinement here, education is meant to refine your mind. Whether you are using that education or going into something else, it gives you a certain refinement. Asishtaha. Balishtaha, strong, powerful person. Dridishtaha, courageous, etc. His will is strong. Okay, matrimonial column, okay? Good qualification. Asishtaha, Dridishtaha, Balishtaha, Sadhu, Yuva. And the wealth of the whole world is within. Right? Because out of that experience you can get some ananda. Okay? You can be like our first Prime Minister. Landed up in Indore. His favorite cigarette is not available. He sent the plane to pick it up from Calcutta and get it to him. If it is your own wealth, you can do it. In India, when the government wealth, you can do it. That's why people want to be Prime Minister. And people are shocked. Modi actually took a train for 17 hours in Ukraine. Why did he do that? Why did he not fly a private jet? This is not because of his love for simplicity. He has a love for simplicity, but he's a pragmatic person to fly, save time. This is security, okay, for those of you who are wondering. War zone hai. Ukraine, Russia, war zone, any missile can get you. Anyway, so that positional Ananda, let us take this as one unit of Manushananda. One unit. Nobody gets this. Nobody gets this much of Ananda. This much of position will get. Even if you get that position. Alexander the Great. Ashitaha, Dhritarashtraha, Balishtaha, Yuva, everything he was. World conqueror at 32. His closest friend dies in battle. Grief-stricken. So, even this Ananda is limited, no? Ananda is limited, but this is one unit. 100 units of that. Whose Ananda there is? 100 units?
Manusya Gandharva.
Manusya Gandharva. Manusya Gandharva Ananda. Gandharvas are the royal musicians. That music, art, etc. It requires something inside to be able to appreciate it. 100 units of human Ananda is Manusya Gandharva. 100 units of that is Deva Gandharva. The musicians for the gods. 100 units of that is those people who are residing in heaven. Wow. Can you imagine how much Ananda will be experiencing? By this time, it blows your mind. 100 units of that is among the residents of heaven, those who are devas, functionaries, who are in charge of running the whole system. They are Ananda. 100 units of that is Indra Ananda. And at every stage he says, after the first stage, he says, that Ananda of a Manusya Gandharva Ananda belongs to this person. Who is this person? He is sitting under a tree. But what is the description? Shodriya? Akamahatasya. Akamahata. Kamena na hataha. Meaning he has discovered his Ananda. He is full. That Ananda. Deva Gandharvanam Ananda, he also gets the same. That was the denizen of heaven, he also gets it. Devata, he also has the same Ananda. So he is sitting under a tree, he doesn't have anything. 100 units of that is Indranam Ananda, ruler of heaven. This guy has it. 100 units of that is Brihaspati Ananda. He has it. What is the idea? Idea is not to measure Ananda. Idea is that experiential Anandas have aage piche, ups and downs. Any experiential Ananda is like that. Okay. In this weather, nice. You had a nice hot cup of coffee. Maja aaya. Then you are listening to a great music program. Wow. Said more or less? That music program is definitely more. No? You are listening to that music program and your beloved is next to you. Both of you are enjoying it together. Or meaning any experiential Ananda, आगे पीछे होता है. In Svarupanusandhanashtakam, That is not there. Because it's limitlessness itself. Now here is the funny thing. The wise person is Ananda. But he also can have experiential Ananda. Wise person. कोई साढ़े साथी पकड़ लिया, for sadhu संग और साढ़े साथी पकड़ेगा तो क्या करेगा? What will she do with the sadhu? How will the sadhu suffer? He has got nothing anyway. For a career, you lost your job, you lost, कुछ हो सकता है. But for a sadhu, she didn't put a thought into his mind. तो केदारनाथ जाके आ जाएगा, यात्रा करके आ जाएगा. So he takes a jhola and goes. Landslide, rain, landslide. You are Ananda. But what is your experience? Ananda, clambering over landslides and getting wet in the rain. Waterproof tents सब नहीं है. Sleeping bag नहीं है. Where do you sleep? वही ढाबा रहेगा उधर ना. You ask the guy, रात को जरा लेट जाओ उधर. हाँ महाराज जी लेट जाओ. Fire is also there. थोड़ा ठंड से बच जाएगा. Not that it's a very warm, hot place or something, because only embers are there. But ठंड से तो बच जाएगा. Experience is miserable, but you are Ananda. The same person is going and doing a corporate program, because modern Swami or 5-star comfort. Experientially is nice, no? The same sadhu who was with a chola willing to go to Kedarnath. अभी 7.5 हो गया, गुरु दशा चालू हो गया. और शुक्र अपहार के just to put an astrology to it. शुक्र अपहार means all pleasurable things. But Ananda is what? Experientially, even the wise person gets that. Otherwise, I am full of Ananda. Should always be smiling, right? Ananda. And someone comes and says, hey, my mother died. Ananda, how can you empathize with that person's grief? You are Ananda. You can't show grief. I said, sorry with that. Only an idiot will do that. Or someone cracks a joke. You can't laugh. Why? Because then Ananda increases for you. No wise person behaves like this. And if you find some guru behaving like that, he's an idiot. I know one guru like that. Any question you ask him, right? He has to show his Ananda. Any question. When someone asks him a question, Swamiji, you have so many thousands of disciples, and you say, you know whatever happens with all of us. How will you know what happens with me? I am so far away from you. So, आके बात करना. फोन है ना. Practical answer. This is a wise person. You have thousands of hair on your head. Even one of them is pulled, you will know. Similarly, I will know. Bluff or bluff. Just imagine if that is true. And he's got thousands of students, okay? Let us say 10,000 students. Out of them, 1%, that's about 100, 1% is suffering. 100 hairs being pulled. हालत तो है कब Are you getting that? So the wise person can empathize with everyone. Once you know, sometimes you sense because you are close to others, you sense there may be some problem. Okay, fine. But more than that, don't expect all this. Okay? So, experiential Ananda is there for a wise person. But what is that experiential Ananda? The manifestation of the Ananda, I am. This is true for everyone. Every Ananda is nothing but the manifestation of what you are. Every experiential Ananda, it is you who are being manifest. You are coming back to your own lab. That's it. Coming back to your own lab. But because of my conclusion, I am this much, I am a finite entity. I have to get Ananda from experiences. Then there will be experiences you will seek, experiences you will avoid. All that will happen. That's all of ignorance. Once you know and you're stabilized in that knowledge, you're Ananda. But that doesn't mean you're going around like a grinning idiot. That doesn't mean that you'll be laughing all the time. Yeah, this situation is so serious. You're not laughing at that situation. You're empathizing with the situation. The pathos of the situation you are alive to. And at the same time you recognize you are Ananda. Ananda Deshi Samanandati Vishwam. Samanandi Vishwam, the Vishwam, the whole world gets joy only from that. Yada bhati sattve tada bhati sarvam. Because I am conscious, everything else is conscious. Sometimes I wonder whether the scientific principle has come from this. Why? Unless you see a thing, do you know it is there? Or unless you know something, can you say it is there? So, an object is established by your perception of it, by your knowledge of it. So, the existence of an object depends upon you existence, you consciousness. How do you say something is there? Remember that old philosophical question? If a tree falls in the forest and nobody has seen it, has the tree fallen on? Has the tree fallen? In fact, some of the latest experiments in quantum physics actually makes it look as though the particle, the electron is choosing its pathways. The electron is choosing its path. How do you choose? Freedom of choice, either I am matter. Because all matter is nothing but consciousness. This is a reverse paradigm of science. In science, everything is matter, and at some point of its evolution, matter manifested consciousness. This is a broad paradigm of science. Intricate details are many. Experimental directions is that. But in a broad, this is the principle. But there are issues in this. There are issues in this. Why? Creation started with the Big Bang. That time consciousness was not there. Then who proved that Big Bang happened? No observer. Because observer has to be a conscious entity. Then who observed? So are you saying that the event happened, but until matter evolved consciousness and there was an observer, there was a non-event, and suddenly it became an event now? When the scientists saw the first waves of the Big Bang, they are not yet seen. They are not yet seen. Hopefully they will see it in a few years' time. Are you saying that? That means all of us don't exist up to now because we are not happy. That's ridiculous. So it takes that. Vedanta is the other thing. All that is there is consciousness. Matter is only an appearance. Matter is only an appearance. All that is there is consciousness. What you call a satyam is nothing but consciousness. Matter is an appearance. That's why you take anything in the world, you can reduce it to formless existence. And formless existence is non-different from consciousness. The table. Table? Where is the table? There is only wood. Here is where Satyam Mithya comes in, and it is important to understand the Satyam Mithya. Without Satyam Mithya, there is no Vedanta. You cannot understand Vedanta without understanding Satyam and Mithya. So, this table, wood. Okay, wood. So, what is true? Table is true or wood is true? Yeah, but I am not using a log of wood here. I am using a table. Table is also true. Wood is also true. Correct or not? Because I am not using a log of wood. On a log of wood, I can't balance all these. A table. But are they both equally true? They break it up. Flimsy. This is very flimsy. You break this, table gone, but wood is there. Before the table, wood was there. After the table, wood is there. When the table is there, wood is still there. Correct? Table, chair सब आने जानी है. Wood is constant. Therefore, what is constant is Satyam. What comes and goes, Mithya. Content is Satyam. Appearance, name and form, Mithya. What is table? Name and form. Beyond a form and a name, where is it? Where is the table? But there is matter. That matter is content. Content is king. As marketing people don't say, no, presentation is king. If you don't have content, what are you going to present? You can have a razzle-dazzle presentation, but if you don't have a content, it matters, means nothing. Some 30 years ago, 30 or more, an American company was making a presentation in Japan. I forget the name of the company. Maybe Google search was marketing experts, you will know, media experts, you will know. He made off the lights and made a razzle-dazzle presentation. So the Japanese are smart. So then they asked the lights on, any questions? I didn't understand. I don't understand. What did you understand? Yeah, but which part of it? After light went out. Whole razzle-dazzle presentation gone out of the window. No, come to brass tacks. Let us deal with the content. So, table gone, wood is there. But wood is wood the Satyam. Between table and wood, yeah, wood is Satyam. But this wood is nothing but hydrocarbons. This wood is hydrocarbon. This body is hydrocarbon. Everything. We are living in a hydrocarbon-based world. If it is Venus, probably it will be sulfur-based. Because hydrocarbons can exist in any form. Forms will come and go. Table, wood, human being, whatever, plant. All that will come and go. Hydrocarbons constant. But hydrocarbon is nothing but a form. It is not content. Wood, I thought was content, became a form of hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbon, I think, is a content. It's just an arrangement of molecules. It's a molecule. Arrangement of atoms. That is Satyam. Atom. When we are in school, we studied atom is a single indivisible part of matter. Though by the time all of us were in school, the atom was already split. A bomb was dropped in. Applications are not only split, it was also practical application of dropping a bomb in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Still indivisible matter. academics has to catch up a lot. All over the world, this is how it was taught. Particles are something, subatomic particles. Where will it go? Until there is an existence, but formless. Because if I have a form and content, I'll reduce it. Form and content, I'll reduce it. Finally, what is there? Existence, because this is existing. We started with this table, existing. So, formless existence is the basis for this table. And what are you? Consciousness. Formless, by unconditioned by time and space. We saw that in the previous class. So how many formless are there? Only one. So what is consciousness? Is existence. What you call existence is nothing but consciousness. Ananda Leshe. As that yad bhati sattve anubhat prada bhati sattva. Everything else only manifested. Existence, consciousness, the reality. Everything that you see, Nama Rupa. From the standpoint of Nama Rupa, you call it Mithya. Name and form, Mithya. Not real. What is Mithya? Dependent reality is Mithya. What comes and goes is Mithya. Name and form is Mithya. Therefore, what is what? Now when you say Mithya means what? This body is what? Satyam, eh? Body is Mithya. Why is it changing? Name and form. It's changing. 3 days of camp, 1 kilo बढ़ गया. Changing. According to biology, 7 years every cell in your body is replaced. Every cell in my body is replaced. Why are the fat cells coming back? The fat cells in comparison is so nice. Only essential thing coming back. Thank God the genetic pattern remains the same. That's where it comes back. And it comes and goes. Body is Mithya. Your prana is Mithya. You are manipulating it. Mithya is something for send energy. Mithya. Name and form. Emotions? Of course they are Mithya. Emotions change with the drop of the hat. Morning it was I love you. By evening you discovered something. Therefore I love you. You go, okay. Okay. Husband very fond. The husband comes back home. The wife behaves very nicely. Suddenly she will say, I'm supposed to be angry with him. I can't be so nice. होता है. Emotions keep changing. Your thinking, knowledge, better keep changing. When new discoveries are being made, I am changeless. Earth is stationary, sun goes over. There are sacred book to Buddha. Okay. And will you accept the earth rotates? Earth doesn't rotate. Why? Because heaven has to be exactly above my sacred place. If the earth rotates, that will go out of. I'm telling you, I have heard arguments like this. Stuck 1,000 years back. This knowledge is stuck 1,000 years back. Things updated, things change so fast. In fact, unless we make an effort by 70s, you will feel outdated. As it is, I am feeling. my emails and documentation, big headache. As it is, I am feeling. Though the philosophical aspect, the scientific aspect, I am in touch with. Some applications I may not do. Changing. Mithya. What is not changing? The one who watches all the changes. You, Satyam. You, the consciousness, Satyam, everything else is there. Very interesting. You met a friend after a few years. Hey, you changed a lot. What is the first thing the person will say? Not really. Then say, no, different hairstyle. Then I put on a little bit weight. You better not say it. That guy say it. Especially if the other person is a woman. So, by the first response is, no, I'm not changing. What you used to say 20 years back, is this the same? No, not the same. Except one point, that your consciousness is the same. So, what do you mean when you say Mithya? This is it. Everything is Mithya. Take the most important thing in your life. Tell me, what most important thing in your life? A situation, a function, or a person? Mithya. If you can say that, you understood what is Mithya. My relationship with my parents. Satyam hai Mithya. Parents are Mithya. With your child. How can you? Mithya, it's all Mithya. Name and form. What are you dealing with? Your children are not your children. They are the children of humanity. They come through you. They don't belong. How beautiful. Prophet. Yes, it is beautiful. Hey, your son is doing like this. What the hell? I'll beat the hell out of him. How dare you do that? Why? Abhi kya ho gaya? Children of humanity, I mean, Satyamithya has not yet come in. It's only this much, only halfway there. I made a business empire and this character is not wanting to maintain it. He's saying, I want to be a musician. Just imagine what Shivaji would have felt if somebody had said, I don't want all this. मैं भजन करके बैठे. Thank God somebody was not like that. It was a great word. It was a great word. Yeah. What do you imagine if I had a child and I wanted this warrior, this thinking and all that stuff, and that kid is saying, Papa, I want to play the piano. I want to play, okay. I'll make you a warrior among the pianists. I'll put the warrior spirit into your piano. Zen and the art of piano. I'll teach you that. Then there is some hope.
So Hiranyakashipu also faced the same. Hiranyakashipu.
Yeah, if you can have Zen and Ikebana, if you can have Zen and archery, Zen and Ikebana, Zen and motorcycle repair, why can't you have Zen and piano? In fact, I gave that as a sadhana to one of the musicians who come to me. How to do it. But all that apart, take the most sacred thing in your life. Can you see it as Mithya? The wonderful relationship you share with your partner. Mithya hai. ये जन्म है ना partner. That also first 30 years you didn't know the guy. वो समझिए 7 जन्म के लिए साथ लगेगा. बोर नहीं हो जाएगा क्या? 7 जन्म के लिए. No. Okay. 7 जन्म के लिए भी लिखेगा. But that's also a finite number, no? That's a finite number. 1400 years maximum. 100 years life, 100 years in between. Yeah. After that, what happens? That is why God has given us forgetfulness. Last lifetime में क्या था पता नहीं. मेरा enemy था. And this time has become my partner, my lover. Oh my God! Last time we fought against each other. So what type of a relationship will happen now? No, but now you already lovey-dovey because you don't know that. You could be lovey-dovey now because you don't know that. Yeah, simple as that. In fact, in business families, there is a statement: your enemy is born as your son. But he will destroy your business. When the son and the father's clash, this is the expression used. Your enemy is born as your son. Jokes apart, what I am trying to say is, if you have to really understand Nitya, you have to look at it like this. Oh, table chair, okay. Rope snake, okay. You have life. However sacred it is. Teacher-student, sacred relationship. Like I told somebody, समझिए अभी तो अपने साथ आ जाओ ना. गुरुज नो मोर. अभी गुरु सेवा हो गया ना आपका. I didn't want to go there. Whatever the price. गुरु सेवा गुरु के समाधि के साथ नहीं होता है, हमारा समाधि के साथ. Sacred relationship. I really feel that, okay? Otherwise, why are we going about building an ashram and Guru seva? He wanted it, I will do it. Sacred relation. सत्य में मिथ्या है. The Guru says that Naham Guru, Nattam Sishya. You are going to be permanent Sishya. Nobody is a permanent Sishya. You are supposed to become a teacher after that. That's why the Guru Sishya tradition is like that. You are supposed to be a teacher. You will still treat your teacher with respect. That's a different thing. Why? Because of him, I got it. So I will treat him with respect. That's a different thing. That bhavana, it's only a bhavana. It is mithya relationship with a sacred bhavana, but relationship is mithya. Yeah. Last lifetime he was a Rajaguru. And I was a Tibetan monk come here to study. He didn't trust me enough. I was also a bit suspicious. I'm not joking. But I got caught up in all the Indian version of martial arts and things like that. Last lifetime. So this lifetime I said no. Martial arts samskara another, but I will not get into that to the exclusion of this. So I will give up that for this. That's how it is. Some of you all like, Mithya, don't take it seriously. It's all Mithya. Some of you, it's an endless journey, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. I am saying there is no birth, there is no death, it is just Mithya. You, the consciousness, neither born nor dying. It's only the mind and body. Mind and body are already established as Mithya. So Mithya is being born in Mithya. What is sacred? My children behave very badly. That's called Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back happens in both ways. when I am old, I am going to live with my son. And I am going to pay him back for all that he did to me. I will dirty up all the places. I will keep everything in a mess. Because that's what he used to do. Now he better. What are you doing? Arrange everything. How much I used to yell at him for keeping his room in order. This is called Empire Strikes Back. Okay. I used to wipe his bottom, he better wipe mine now. मिथ्या सब कुछ and you should be able to laugh at it. What's so मिथ्या है? Someone is taken away everything that you hold on to. You know, I'm giving you the absolute and helping you to recognize the absolute that you are. The only thing you can't even hold on to it is you. You can't even hold on to the truth because the truth is you. How do you hold on to yourself? Jnanam satyam. Everything. दुनिया का खेल मेला है, बढ़िया मेला. The game of life. See it. It's like the Game of Thrones. Those who have seen it. All twists and turns and this and that. There is not a single black and white hero or villain. All shades of black and white. That's why I liked it. Because that's a reflection of me. Fantasy, but whatever. That this part of it is good. So there we are. Game of life. Enjoy the game. And this verse, Yad Bhati Sarve, Sarve Tad Bhati Sarvam. This is a very famous verse in Mundaka like that. Na Tatra Suryo Bhati Na Chandra. We chant it every day. Tatra Na Surya Bhati. The sun cannot illuminate the consciousness. Ishvara is consciousness. Na Chandra Tarakam. Nor the moon. Or the stars, nothing can remain. Na vidyut dema vidyuto bhanti. When the flashy lightning cannot release that. Kutaha I am Agni and I am showing Arati. A small chota sa lamp mein Arati kar. How can this illumine that? Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. Because you, the consciousness are there, everything else is aware of. I can know. Tasya bhasa idam sarvam vibhati. By his glory, everything else. The recognition of Ishvara as nothing but Satyajnanam Ananta Brahma. That's why if you look at a temple architecture, there is a meaning behind it. Huge temple. Look at the temple, especially in South India. Huge temple. And how big is the Garbhagriha? From 7 by 7 it starts to about 15 by 15 or so. Normally this is the range of the Garbhagriha inside. Okay? So 7 by 7 Garbhagriha inside will be only about 5 square feet. 5 feet by 5 feet. Or less, 4.5 feet by 4.5 feet, because it's made of stone. Itna bada hai, Garbhagriha chota hai. Granite idol, black stone, not marble. Marble is in North India because probably enough granite was not available there. But traditionally it is granite. And you do all oil, abhishek and things like that, black. Electricity is away, tubelight क्यों नहीं लगती? No light, you should have put a spotlight on it, no? Like how you have in this art galleries, etc. No. Our ancients were smart. They could design the whole building in such a way that the sun will illuminate. As some temples, they illuminate the Navagrahas. But this is Ishvara. Satyam Anantam Brahman, nothing can illuminate. There's a small lamp will be burning like that. That is the Shastra. So you won't see the Lord. You will only see all the ornaments shining. Ornaments, glories of the Lord you will see, the Lord you cannot see. So that's the principle. And then the priest, another name for the priest is Gurukul. Kal is used as respect. Guruji. He is called Gurukul. He is only a priest. Guru kidhar se? Out of respect you call him Gurukul. And when you go there for darshan, he will light a camphor with that. From the angle. In the light of the camphor, he will show you the Lord. You can see the Lord only in the light of the Shastra, nothing else. And Jnanam Krutva Swayam Nashi, having given you the vision of the Lord, itself dies down. There is no camphor left. Everything goes. That's the principle behind it. Therefore, even your worship was indication of the Shastra, the truth behind it. That's the sacredness about it. Why? Because you are the only reality in the world. Everything shines. Everything is awareful because you are awareness. Awareful in two senses. Your body is awareful. Your mind is awareful because you are consciousness. This phone or this table is not awareful. But it is awarefulness is manifest in the sense that it can be known. That much is manifest there. That much is manifest. It can be known. And if I put a mind there, then this will also become awareful. Like how this body is awareful, if I put a mind there, it will be aware. Then I have to deal with it. Hey, don't keep switching me on and off, okay? What do you think I am? Because I have to deal with it. No? Like how you deal with your pet dog. No? Papa, no, I'm here only. Don't worry, please sit quiet. No, bolna padega. Don't disturb the class. I'll play with you afterwards. Yeah, for almost 20 years I took the class in Murli. Dr. Anand, so some of you were there for that. You were there. No, Dan was there. Yeah. Surithan also was there. That time were you there?
Not the, not
But this guy, you were there.
Not his house.
Yeah, 18 years something else. So they had a pet dog. And I had to deal with the dog. You don't disturb the class, and I will play with you after the class. And he would come under my chair and sit under my chair, disturbing no one. Whole class, 1.5 hour class, he will sit. So like that I have to deal with the phone also. Why? Awareful. Imagine if everything in your life became awareful like that. You're wearing clothes, it becomes awareful. What do you mean putting me like this all the time? Why are you putting that hot rod over me every day? I don't like that heat. I don't like that.
Last year, royalty for using it as a royalty for using it
Yeah.
as an example also.
Yeah.
If you are from-
And then you fold me and roll me up and stuff me into your backpack. I'm meant to be in public side and people are supposed to appreciate me. And you're rolling me up and stuffing me into your backpack. Problem. So thank God certain things are inert. Though this was alive once upon a time. All that backward, fiber, etc., plant fiber. Went to the cotton plant, this was alive. Yeah, now it is not. This consciousness, me, Satyam, everything else, Mithya, appearance, manifestation. Now, because I say Mithya doesn't mean it's not important. In your functional life, it is important. Tomorrow, don't go and tell your child, you are Mithya, okay? You say you are Mithya. This 5-year-old in school was asked, how old is your father? 5 years. What do you mean 5 years? He's your father. Correct. But he became a father only when I was born. I love this kid. Come on. Great. What logic? He has understood what is Mithya. You are not Mithya. If I am Mithya, so are you. If I am Satyam, so are you. There is only one consciousness in all this. No? Satyam. Don't say I am Mithya, say I am Satyam. If you say I am Mithya, you are taking yourself as body mind. That's where the problem is. I can't accept it as Mithya. Why? How can I say I am Mithya? You are not Mithya, you are Satyam. But I take myself body and mind, therefore I am uncomfortable with that. Therefore I am uncomfortable. So the whole has to go all the way. And then in Mithya there are relationships, there are functioning, there is dharma, for the sake of patriotism, nation. Yeah, I have been always patriotic. One of the reasons I waited until I was 50 to take the ropes was that. If there is a call up, I will go. After 50 years. Now they are not going to call me up and put a rifle in my hands. 50-year-olds are not wanted. Now if I am called up, I may be called up as an analyst or something like that. That doesn't matter. You can do it at any time. So even now, necessary, of course. But nation itself is Mithya, isn't it? Some imaginary lines you are drawing on the and saying this is India, that is Pakistan, that is Bangladesh, that is Afghanistan, that is Nepal, this is Sikkim, Thailand, Vietnam, Burma, or Ulta, Burma, Vietnam. It was all one before, Akhanda Bharat. Even now you go, speak to so many, she has been to Bali. Indonesia, how Hindu it is. Muslim country, but Garuda Airlines. India may try renaming Air India Garuda. What will happen? Hindutva, non-secular. You call India Bharat, there is a problem. Though the constitution says India, there is Bharat. That time they forget the constitution. Constitution will declare India, that is Bharat. They might not call it Bharat also. What is wrong with it? Hindutva. Can you see how the Mithya fight starts? But is it Mithya? All laws are Mithya. Therefore, I won't pay tax. Paying tax is Mithya, getting a tax return or a notice is also Mithya. You being going behind the bars is also Mithya. So Mithya has his own functioning rules. Go along with that. New Vedantic students can become a problem. This student heard from the Guru about Satya Mithya. And he went to the market. And there's an elephant coming, it is in must. Elephants get that in season, no? So they become very difficult to control. So the moth is sitting on top of it. It has just started acting violent now. They move out of the way, I can't control. Elephant is Mithya, body is Mithya. Kya ho raha hai? And the elephant is charging, is standing there. Moth is shouting, is standing there. Luckily for him, the elephant just swept him aside with the trunk and he landed on a few baskets. Bruised but not broken. He got up, and by that time the Guru was also going for a walk, he also came. Guruji, you said everything is Mithya, now see what happened. And why did you listen to the Brahman on top of the elephant saying, move out of the way? And getting bruised is Satyam. Having a broken bone is a Satyam. That's also Mithya, no? Your sweat and blood and tears, Mithya. Who said that is Satyam? Now tapas kiya. Mithya. Puja part? Mithya. You doing a deliberate aropa. On some shades of color you are invoking the whole Guru Parampara. It's a shades of color, na? It's not even a murti, it's a photograph. Photograph is a painting. Photograph कैसा बोल सकते हैं? भगवान को देख के photograph किया क्या? There was a sadhu in our ashram. Vajresh Rananda. Headstrong character. Pain to deal with. But sadhu. So he tells me once that Ramayana serial, Rama looks exactly like how Rama was. I said, that smirking idiot, I don't know, smirking away. Is it Rama? I mean, he's pathetic as Rama. No. I have a photograph in my room of Rama. It's exactly like that. What photograph? Calendar art. Niskrishta vastuni, utkrishta vastu aropaha. In a commonplace thing, you are invoking the higher. It is symbolic. You are invoking. It is deliberate mithya. Rope snake is without your choice mithya. Here, it is choice to do it. Why? Because you have to handle your mithya mind, you have to handle your mithya heart, your emotions you have to handle. Finally, what? Parabrahmam ahameva asmi, that Satyajnana Anantam Brahman that manifests there as Dakshinamurti is not different from you. Ishvaro Guru Ratmeti Murti Bheda Vibhangine. Ishvara, Guru and Atma. Murti Bheda Vibhangine, who is manifest in threefold forms. Vyomavats Vyapta Rupa, the one whose form is like space all pervading. Dakshinamurti Namaha. So that is the reality. Ishvara, Satyajnana Anantam Brahman, not different from me, is a reality. Everything else, mithya. But don't say that is mithya, this is Satya. It doesn't work. Ishvara is mithya. And what are you? As Satya, not consciousness. And Ishvara is different from consciousness. Ishvara is not only the consciousness, the source of the knowledge because of which you are claiming to be consciousness. Why claiming? Because you are not yet understood. That's why you say Ishvara is mithya. So in the mithya world, there are mithya rules and mithya things, you observe them for functioning things. Yeah, that's fine. Some are natural, some are man-made, that's okay, for convenience. Man-made for convenience, natural because that's how the world works. That's how it's working. Ishvara is the order of things. Ishvara is the order of things, which you can study. That means there is a lot of knowledge there. You can study from the standpoint of physics and mathematics and geology and biology and zoology, all different branches of knowledge. All studying Ishvara, trying to understand Ishvara's mind. Isn't that what we are doing? Trying to know the mind of Ishvara, that's all we are doing. And some glimpses here and there we get. Totality will never have. No, Swami, I don't believe in all these disciplines. I will sit quiet. Dharma meka samadhi. I will directly connect with the cosmic mind. You can do that. You will get peeps into the cosmic mind. But that, what you want, what knowledge you see there, you will interpret in terms of what you know. Because you will interpret what you have seen. No? You are only getting glimpses. So if I am an idiot and I have done Dharma meka samadhi, I have done that, what will I interpret that as? In my way. This is what happens when some wise people talk. Okay. Because they say Dharma meka. I sit down quite quiet and I know. Yad alokena rupam anyat samastam. Yad alokena, in the light of which everything else shines. There is a Rabindra Sangit Kita. Where Rabindra Sangit, because Ananda Loka is what, that's why I remember that. Okay, the Sangeet goes something like this. You hear the Bengali version, you will not understand anything. Orundolo What is that? Ananda Aloke. In the light of Ananda, okay. Virajate Satya Sundara. Virajate. But I don't know whether you have any Rabindra Sangeet. Ask them for this. Huh? Is there Ananda Aloke? Yeah. Oh, maybe in the satsang you can sing that. Ananda Loke, yeah. Ananda Loke is sing Virajate Satya Sundara. It's a beautiful one. But the way it is, some only Bengalis will understand. Yeah. This guy used to sing in the ashram. And Swamiji used to know what. But Swamiji was possible. We were, of course, we are confused. Then he pieced it together. He said, oh my God, Satya Sundara. Satya Sundara. Okay, Ananda Loke. Ananda Aloke. Vishwa Loke. The Vishwa Loke. Then Ananda Aloka. That is the same. Ananda Aloke. Ananda Aloke. Samast. Rupam Anyat Samastam. Everything else is shining in the light of that consciousness. And that consciousness is use the word Anantam or Anandam. Then Para Brahma Nityam Tadeva Ahamasmi. Tad Brahma Nityam Eva Ahamasmi.